Yes.
So
Oh
you
boy, I
got
got a
quite a few
box up there
boxes.
blocking everything. Ugh.
Yeah, I think you've got too many comics. You're gonna have to
He does
donate
too many
some.
comics.
Okay, I'll donate them to me. Thank you very much. You're welcome. You're awesome. I know.
Man, Sal, you are such a donator. That's amazing.
Yes.
It's wonderful. Giving to charity. Look at you.
Gosh,
What a guy.
what a guy. What a
The
pal. What a
tax
pal.
write-off.
That's right.
Ah,
It sure it is. You don't tell what you want.
oh, God.
All right, but guys, yeah, today we will be reviewing
Mm-hmm.
X-Men Days of Future Past,
Past. Yes.
which is X-Men issues 141 and 142.
Oops.
Mm-hmm.
And two, we'll be having some Variant Insanity. Today, Sal will be doing the right or wrong 5 statements.
Right.
Oh, do you have them, Sal?
Oh
Or
yeah,
do you need to
I
write
wrote
them
out today.
between the pre-show and the main show?
I already wrote them down. Wrote them down earlier today.
Nice.
Look at that.
And we have it's Sweetest Day is this Saturday, the 19th. So the random panel of the week happens to deal with that, with a certain a slick somebody whose name I don't know. We'll be having the F list, the character whose name is very hard to pronounce. But I'll get it. I've been practicing.
Sonny, I'll give you no prize if you can get the whole thing without messing it up.
All right, I've been practicing. I've been trying. It's long. It's more than 30 letters long.
God.
If you get it right, Sonny, I will donate a slab to myself.
Hey!
Oh, come on. I thought you were going to say I was going to get one coming to Chicago. Okay.
That's a
What?
major incentive right there.
I don't live in Chicago. Come on.
Well, how about this? How about if I get it right, you send me a slab version of the comic book this character is from?
I'll send you a picture of a slab book of the picture that this person is from.
That's wonderful.
It's a little bit better. We're making progress.
Progress.
Codex is a spirit of giving, ladies and gentlemen.
It's going to
course
come
it
with a
got stuck with
return envelope, and you have to send it back to me after 3 days.
Golly.
Never mind.
Ah, look who is here. None other than Bougie. How's it going, man?
Bougie. Salute.
Isn't it salute?
It's salute.
Oh, that's fair. As we salute our water.
Yeah.
So water. Gotta stay hydrated.
Yeah, I drank too much this weekend. I gotta fill this week with water.
Oh, jeez.
It reminds me like that last week's random panel of the week when it was Wolverine asking, are you a bear? Do you need help?
Are you a bear?
I want to show you guys this.
Uh-oh.
Has nothing to do with comic books.
Uh-oh. Is it allowed? On the
Pokemon?
I think so.
Is it Pokemon? Oh.
It is trading cards, though. I was
Trading
digging
cards.
through some
Okay.
cards that I got a long time ago, and I put these in a binder and just threw them over to the corner and just left them there. I think they've been sitting there for about a year, and I decided to dig through them again, and look what I found. Let me show you. Yeah. So, do you remember the show Stargate SG-1?
Yes, of course I do.
Yeah.
All right. Do you know who that guy is?
Yes, I don't know his name, but I
remember the actor appeared on Twin Peaks.
This is the signature card that came out of that set, and that is signed by him. Did a eBay sold search. Take a guess how much this went for on the last sell.
$4.
Nope.
$15.
A little higher.
$25.
$65.
Wow.
Now, let me
I was a little off at my $4 guess.
Let me show the other one. So, Bougie's ready to watch cool cats do cool stuff, buddy. We are doing it.
I think that's a cue for you. Speaking of cats.
What? Cue for me? Speaking of cats.
So look at this one.
Meow again.
Oh yes.
Oh, not the meow. I'm not doing that again. That was a one-time deal.
This one in there.
Nice.
And you know who that is.
Yes, we do. That's MacGyver, baby.
That's MacGyver. So I did a search. This is his signature too. This is a 1 of 1. And take a wild guess how much the last sale went for this one.
Higher or lower than the previous?
Higher.
$225.
$95.
Sonny, you were $2 off. $227.
Wow.
That's what I said. I said $227.
So there you go. I found those in a collection just sitting there and didn't realize I had them. I said, "What the hell are these?" Oh, those are nice.
Those
what
are
I
nice.
got
Very good. Score.
What's that?
a couple days ago for me, it was it's mail call.
Mail call
Uh-oh.
time. What'd you get?
$12. I got Wonder Woman,
Ooh,
the
nice.
Hakatea Deluxe Edition.
Sunny. That's on my list. I haven't bought it yet, but I want to
Nice.
get it.
I saw your comic character of the week, and all you guys were mentioning is one of the best Wonder Woman stories. So I was interested and looked at like what it's about. I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a good one. So
Yeah. Let me know how you feel about it, because I'm gonna get it probably around the end of the month.
nice.
Yeah.
Well, let's put like I said, it was like I got it for 12 on Amazon.
Nice.
That's awesome. That
Yeah.
is awesome.
Gary will
So
be
I hope you
very
enjoy
proud
it.
of you.
Nice. Yeah, so that was that. Yeah, and then let's see. Yeah, SG1 was a pretty good
SG1 was a
show.
good show.
I only saw
Although-
a couple of episodes.
I only liked season 1. I didn't really care for the rest of it. After season 1, I kind of lost interest in it.
I like the movie a
Movie
lot.
Stargate was awesome. Mhm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because it's based on a true story.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Aliens are not real. Come on.
So you say, Sal, you would
That's
say that with a
Nope.
brother that works in the government.
I'm sorry, people were having some technical difficulties.
So we got a message in our group chat on Facebook about
Uh-oh.
a certain popcorn bucket that I think you are gonna get.
What?
What?
What? What? Let me
It's about Venom.
Ah!
Yeah, so
Hang
it looks
on.
like there's Venom popcorn buckets.
Holy God.
If they have a couple variants of it, I'll probably grab it.
Hang on. I'm gonna
You've
bring
already
this-
pre-ordered it.
It's pre-ordered.
I'm gonna get that picture and show chat. That is
I
ridiculous.
I don't know what you're talking about. I only get one Venom book, and that's it. I mean,
On
there's
average
only
of every
one.
hour.
Yeah, what? No. I don't do all that.
That is
Do you
the
see
most
more than one
ridiculous
Venom book
thing
on my
I've ever
wall?
seen.
I know they're hiding.
What? What do you mean?
I know
There's
those
only
aren't
one-
all.
there's only
I know
one
those
book
aren't
where
all the
he's on the
slabs you
cover.
have.
Look at this, guys. This is dumb.
Oh.
Golly,
show
you
it,
thought the
Archie. You're gonna show it.
Wolverine
Sounds offended.
bucket. You
Sounds
thought the
offended.
Wolverine bucket was bad. Look at this thing.
Yeah, that is kind of.
I don't think it's as bad as the Wolverine. Oh, I think the Wolverine's kind of funny.
Oh
But
Lord,
I think the longer I look at it, the worse it gets.
that's cool, but I mean, golly,
My theaters never have any of those buckets, so
no.
I'm not gonna. I'll definitely miss out on this one.
This looks like a Regal Cinemas one.
It does.
Yeah, because Regal in the background.
Oh yeah, I see it. Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Sal,
Yes.
there are a bunch of Regal Cinemas down here because Regal's national headquarters is in Knoxville.
All right.
So,
So what are you trying to say? What are you
trying to say that I might be able to find one if you want it.
Maybe so.
I
I'm
see
liking
a
that.
deal in our future.
All right. If you ever send me the books you already promised me,
They're here somewhere.
you're here somewhere.
I
swear to
did
God.
bring them during Baltimore.
On your deathbed. You're gonna be like, oh, mail those to Sal.
Clear my browser history and then send Sal his books and his poster.
And his poster.
Yeah,
And the Venom bucket.
and the Venom bucket. Just send it all to Sal. He'll
Hey.
understand.
Speaking of sending things, didn't somebody say he was able to save me a Codex pin?
Who? What are you talking
Who?
about?
Me?
Me? You?
In the chat, somebody said, "I'll save you a Codex pin."
Oh, that's right. I did say that.
Did
I will. I actually have one. I'll make sure you get it.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Well, thank you.
Then
Well,
I don't have
you
to
know
give
what?
up
No,
my
I've got to
extra
double
one.
check now because we didn't come home with Baltimore with many, did we?
I don't think so. Whatever anybody was able to swipe off the table.
How about a nice Codex business card?
I mean, if I only
You
had a
worked
few.
for
How about fine. I'll take a slab then.
You'll take a slab.
I'll take a
Over
slab.
my dead body, you'll take a slab.
Keith has a very good point. I'm glad the Venom popcorn bucket captures the experience of stopping a tiger attack by jamming your fist down its throat.
That's a distraction. Quick,
It's like
jam your fist down his
punching a
throat.
shark in the snout.
Yeah.
Right on. That's wonderful.
That Venom's mouth
And
is
then
but you can pick
just
both
cover
for
yourself in
spring it.
barbecue sauce because
Yeah. Golly.
wow.
Either somebody's doing fireworks or somebody's getting shot around me. I hear a boom, boom, boom.
It is
boom.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Bang bang. Where was that from?
Mankind. Cactus Jack McFoley.
That's right. Actually,
Chicago.
Or the Danger album, or the Danger song called Bang Bang.
Do you know
album
where-
Danger
I was thinking
by the
movie.
band Danger.
gentlemen,
True.
do you know
Yes.
where he got the inspiration for Bang Bang from? Do you know?
Danger's song Bang Bang.
Negative.
No idea.
Sonny, whoever's getting blasted must have pissed somebody off. It was from Love Shack by the B-52s.
Oh.
You know
Well,
the part of the song where they say bang bang?
Yeah.
That's where he got
On
it.
the door, baby.
Yeah.
All right.
Love
there.
Shack. Anyhow,
Now
the
I
line
got
I was talking about was from a movie, though.
Oh.
And that would have been Stripes after they captured the guardhouse.
Stripes. You can see my dad's helmet in Stripes.
You can.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it was filmed on the military base that he was on. I want to say Fort Knox. I could be wrong. It was whatever military base he was on that they were filming on. And in the graduation part by the podium, you see a helmet on the right. That's my dad.
I'm going to have to rewatch this now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a screenshot of it and I'll show you.
Okay.
Nice. Cool.
All right. Very good. Very good.
Yep.
Speaking of X-Men, I did get some older X-Men books, which I will be showing off come
Ooh. Saturday?
Saturday night.
Very nice.
Comics Unleashed.
Yeah.
Nice. Comics Unleashed Saturday. We're looking forward to it. See what you got.
Oh, but what's tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Character of the week.
With none other than
Popcorn Venom.
There we go.
Oh Lord! All
There you go.
right.
It could be the opening of the show tomorrow. Boom.
Enough
I think I'm going to have to grab that picture and work it back into the video.
I'll leave it here.
All right.
Yeah, the mouth opens up more. It says Venom.
My God.
I already have the intro made, but now I think I have to rework it.
Well, you gentlemen ready?
I'm
We're
ready.
Ooh. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, stick around. We will be back in about 45 seconds. But until then, enjoy this crashed alien spaceship.
It was not.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Code X podcast. As usual, I'm your host, Sonny Kruger. I'm joined by my co-hosts, Tim the Terrible and Sal the Slab Guy.
Ooh.
Today, that's right. Sal aside from Slabatorium. Today, we will be reviewing X-Men Days of Future Past.
Yes.
X-Men issues 141 and 142.
Mhm.
We'll be having somebody with a super duper long name join the F list. We'll be having somebody try to seduce some ladies or girls in the random panel of the week. Today, Sal will be doing the top 5 statements in right or wrong.
Mhm.
We'll
Yes.
also be leading Variant Insanity. And then, of course, to begin, we'll always go on with the comic book news and the rundown. But we did have a fun pre-show today. We were chatting. I showed that I had gotten some Wonder Woman comic. Tim was showing some cards he got signed. And yeah, so Pre-show was fun. Make sure to check that out.
Yeah.
And now we've got some news to give to all of you with the rundown. Venom is set to come out on October 25th, and we're starting to see a lot more trailers and promotions everywhere. We've seen Venom on Hot Ones recently. I saw Venom even in a UFC commercial choking out UFC fighter Sean O'Malley. There's Sal getting very excited, putting on his clothes that he's not going to take off until he's not going to change those clothes until the 25th when he sees the movie. And we saw earlier on the pre-show, which if you want to show it again. Look at that old bucket. There's the Venom popcorn bucket with his mouth wide open. You could literally stick your head in it.
Popcorn.
You could stick both legs in it. Yeah, that's.
I'm sure some people aren't thinking of popcorn.
You can just literally shove everything. You can shove a laptop in there.
Sure, double fist it.
Double arm it, double leg it.
Yeah.
That mouth is wide open. But there's some more things going on. We're in October 16th, and on Saturday, October 19th, it is Sweetest Day, fellas. So make sure to get some nice stuff. But you know what? So romance has been in the air for a while, and now it's time we talk about it in the Codex podcast. I'll just do the run through, and then we'll bring the pictures up. But the Human Torch has a new girlfriend.
Sal, have you seen this?
I have not seen this yet.
Dude, wait until we get to that news segment.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so Human Torch's girlfriend, Angelica, is pretty unique. She's a bit different from his past girlfriends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since we're in Marvel.
I'm
Marvel,
worried now.
I think
I'm going to have to Google this before you pull it up.
No, don't. Be surprised.
But Marvel Studios founder, who was David Meisel, is set to create a new comic book universe called The Echoes. And also, the other thing, when it comes to that is after we get to the comic book news. I don't want to jump too ahead of myself. So there we go. Like I said, we got some Venom is all over. Human Torch has a new girlfriend, and David Meisel is set to create a new cinematic universe. What should you guys like to jump on first? Human Torch?
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess.
That's going to be a hot situation. Why don't you just go ahead and take care of
that?
Yeah.
All right.
I see what you did there. Out of this world, Sal. Tim, would you like to show us the pictures?
Yes.
Human Torch's new girlfriend. This is from Fantastic Four, issue number 25. Boom. There she is.
Wow.
Angelica.
So, Sal, let me set the stage for you by reading this in as passionate a voice as I possibly can.
Oh, my God.
Johnny Storm laying there, having whatever conversation. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't thinking of asking you the same thing, but how do we come? You're an explorer. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Oh, my God. And then, sir, got some smooching going on down below.
Yes.
And also, this.
Wow.
Look at that couple right there.
Which also leads to intergalactic, ladies and gentlemen.
So Human Torch, he's at his share of girlfriends, but I guess he really doesn't have a type, or he really is fine. Just as long as they're female, he's game.
All right. Do you want to hear my first thought, my first impressions?
Yes.
First thing that popped in my head.
Might be the same thing as everyone or many people.
Galaxy Quest.
Oh my God. We need your help.
Where he goes, the engineer guy. I forget it was Thomas Schlube, I think his name is.
Oh, jeez, I can't remember. Digitize me.
Well, yeah, and he starts to hook up with the alien right there in the transporter room, and all the tentacles come out. And, was it Sam Rockwell? Yeah, him in there, and he was like, "Oh my God,
my name's Guy. Do I even have a last name? No."
Episode 17. That's where I died.
Oh my God, I love that movie. That movie is great.
Well, okay.
Well, I was a little off, so I thought you were going to say what the,
I did say what the.
many of us are saying
that.
I have
So my
one
first question
job.
is,
It's stupid, but I'm gonna do it.
my first question is, why does Johnny Storm have a Fu Manchu type of beard? That was like, I don't know. That was just kind of weird.
I wondered the same thing too now, Mr. Keith.
Oh my!
Yeah,
The designs before they chose that one.
I don't know.
This looks good. Yeah. Okay. All right. Draw it.
Popular in there.
Golly.
Is some intergalactic laws being broken there? I mean, come on.
Well, something in the comics, something was saying that they had to break up to save the Earth, something like that. Because Angelica is her name that she was saying. But
That's her
Coach is saying
human equivalent to what her species name, because we can't pronounce it.
Okay.
it was just saying Angelica. I don't know. Maybe in whatever planet she's from, they have like regular American names.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but Johnny was saying, it's not fair of our love. And she's like, our love lasted. We did have like forever in our own way, and our love will save the Earth. And then that's when they kissed. I'm going to assume with tongue.
Jesus.
Probably so. I mean, it is Johnny Storm.
We're like a bunch of 10th graders sitting around the cafeteria table.
Oh, you know what? More power to him. No judgment's going to come from me, okay?
Yeah.
Not judging whatsoever.
Especially if their love saves the Earth,
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, let the Earth die in flames, please.
Johnny, you selfish bastard. Should have loved her.
Put up Mr. Keith's comment there.
Oh, yeah. Hey, here we go. Johnny Storm has dated a Skrull. This isn't his weirdest relationship.
Yeah, he married a
Skrull
that is true. Before? Didn't he marry?
The Skrull was humanoid, though, so there's that.
Yeah, so she did have him fooled, yeah.
But they're bringing a lot more aliens into comic books now, which leads to full disclosure coming within the next 1 to 365 days, ladies and gentlemen. Just, you heard it here first.
Aliens not real.
Marvel says they are.
What is it going to be?
It could be between January and December of 2024 to 2037. You never know.
You never know. Sometime between now
quite a time. One of those days.
I was right. You heard it here first.
I was right. Okay.
Nice. Who will get us first, AI or aliens?
Both of them.
AI. AI is going to kill us first. AI is going to kill us first.
Hey, I'm getting AI.
We don't kill each other first.
Oh AI God. And me, we're good buddies. On my Snapchat, there's AI, and I said, "Hey, what's your name?" I said, "Do you want to give yourself a name?" It's like, "Next time we chat, I will." So a few days later, I said, "Again, hey, did you come up with a name?" And my Snapchat AI said, "My name is Scribble." So every now and then it's like, "Hey, it's me, Scribble."
Wow.
So AI is given. And then I'm teaching AI too to know who I am. Remember, I am a host on the Code X podcast. I was the one who wrote a series about a series.
I'm a big deal, Scribble.
Yeah, I try to teach all the other AIs too.
So what you're trying to say is the AI is going to convert you first because you have so much influence. Yeah,
that's right.
We work together.
Yeah, show me some deals on comic books. Up on the podium. Let the Flurkins eat you. It is okay.
You just gotta learn to deal with the future. The aliens and I will get along.
I guess.
Like, Sonny, it's been a long time, and we just, like ET.
Someone say aliens?
No, don't leave them. They're peaceful, Sal.
Knife safety is in effect, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yeah. Knife safety will not be in effect if the aliens attack right now.
Oh my God!
They come and it's like what attracts them is taking people's slabs.
This has zero to do with comic books.
I get out the bigger one with the aliens coming at me,
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
That's a knife. Yes.
Yeah, with the many knives. This one, that one, that one.
Hold on. I got one more. Well, it's not really a knife. This is not really a knife, but it's a nice. It's a nice hatchet.
Golly.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a nice.
This is all under his desk, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. This is all within reach. Okay, let me just tell you right now, it is all within reach. If someone comes to take the slabs, you gotta mess with me.
It's gonna be that kind of day, huh? All right,
that's right.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. My hatchet is camouflage on it. So
nice. So you can't see me stabbing, right?
Just too fast.
I
Right
just
there.
have this thing. That's all I got.
It'll be the first one to go, Tim.
Yeah,
It'll
I
be the
know.
first one to die.
This is more of a cheese
Because
cutter.
you're going to be walking up,
Just
aliens, I love you. And they're going to like.
I'm going to tell everybody, I'm going to be like, look, I know what they can do, ladies and gentlemen. You need to stay away. They won't listen
excuse me, I'm the leader of this whole humans. You've been looking for me.
Am I the only crazy guy with the underground bunker and the 3 years of rations built in? And
we know where we're going if something happens. Hey, Sal, buddy.
It's a hidden bunker. You can't see it.
I like that.
Calling him Sal the stab guy.
That's right.
Hey, Uncle Gary already gave you up. Why you were really called the slab guy?
I know. That's right. That is right. Like working in the morgue.
And those knives really give it away.
Toe tagging you.
Yeah, so some other things besides knives going on. Like you said, the Marvel Studios founders creating a new comic book world. So I got this in comic book resource. Yeah, he was in Marvel Studios founder David Meisel is bringing a whole new comic book universe to fans and has not been this excited about a project since the early days of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The influential executive will guide Aspen Comics' upcoming Echoes universe based on the late acclaimed comic book artist Michael Turner's creations. Michael Turner's, he passed away in 2006, I believe it was, 2008. So he had given a lot of his rights to two of his friends, and then James Cameron had the rights to his cinematic universe, but didn't really seem to do much. And then in 2018, that ran out, and then it was given to David Meisel, who now plans to keep it going, to push it further. So some interesting new things. The article showed some pictures of some new characters.
So like with that universe, I get that he's excited about it because there's cool stuff in there, but if you're not a Michael Turner fan or an Aspen fan, then you don't really know who the characters are. So that could be a good thing, like bringing this universe to life on the silver
they're all
screen.
New to me.
Yeah, I mean, I know this much about him. I mean, massive Michael Turner fans, they know, they follow and all that stuff. And I know before Turner died, he did a lot of artwork and signed a lot of things to get it all out there, get as much done as he possibly could. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if fan enthusiasm, general audience, let me put it that way, enthusiasm will be as great as hardcore fans will be. This will be a niche market. Yeah.
Yeah, and then more like see how it goes. Yeah. What about you, Sal?
Yeah, I'm gonna say we'll see how it goes. I think it is a niche market too. So I gotta agree with Tim.
Yeah.
All right. And then two, again with Venom, any last thing? Sal, we know you're the huge Venom fan, so are you excited? Are you gonna be seeing Venom on the 25th?
I'm not sure if I'll see it right on the 25th because it's just the way life happens. But I will probably try to see it opening weekend. Yes, I know it's probably going to be on par with the first two, which were not spectacular. Pun intended.
Yeah. But Null's in it.
Did you get that?
Spoilers.
Null's in it. Yeah. We'll see how much he is in it, number one. We'll see how much of a role he has in there as well.
5 to 10 minutes.
Maybe it's a foreshadowing thing for a crossover to the Marvel MCU universe type of situation. You know, because the symbiotes have a hive mind over multiversal hive mind type of collective. So maybe this is their jumping off point to jump into our universe.
And we've got that little piece that's in the MCU.
That's right. Got that little piece somewhere. It's out there. Probably still on the beach.
Yeah. Taking it back to the Aspen stuff real quick. Keith's got a good point. He says, normally I'm against these studios trying to force a shared universe of movies, but this seems distinctive from current comics / movies enough for at least a series and create a new fan base. Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
I agree with that too. Good point, Mr. Keith.
Yeah.
I hope it does good. Why wouldn't I want new comic book characters to be out there? Yeah. To jump on new characters, get those first appearances, slab them, and then 30 years from now, sell them.
There you go.
That's right.
But as far as
I'll probably be like, no, I've had this too long. I can't sell.
As far as Venom goes on my end, I might go see it opening weekend. I don't know. But I'm gonna go see it. I've seen the other ones, so I'm gonna see this one.
Right.
I still haven't seen the second one.
You're not missing anything.
I saw
No,
part of it one day.
you're not too missing too much about it. I mean,
No.
I thought Woody Harrelson would do better because Woody
Yeah.
Harrelson does play a good psychotic type of person, and I was thinking he was going to be a really good Cletus Cassidy, but I don't know.
He did not bring out the natural born killers in Let There Be Carnage, and he
Right.
needed to.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. And
Yeah.
That's one movie I
don't
love.
know.
Yeah.
I felt like the script was so weak that it just brought everybody's acting talent down. Like Tom
Oh,
Hardy,
100%.
amazing actor. Woody
Yeah.
Harrelson, really
Yeah.
great actor. You know, so and the rest of the cast were in there. They're very good actors, and I just felt like the script didn't play to their strength.
No, God
You
no.
know,
From
they
what
did for
I
the movie,
saw.
yeah, from what they did for the movie, they made it that good, not
Yeah.
the scripts.
Carnage looked good on screen, but
Yeah.
I was so disappointed with all of that movie. I hated that movie.
From what I saw, when I was visiting my grandpa and he had a TV on, and I was hearing a movie, I'm thinking like, what is this bad movie? I'm like, what are you watching? He's like, it's called Venom, Let There Be Carnage, and I looked, and then walked like the last maybe 20 minutes. But I was like, ooh.
Oh wow.
I was not joking. I was just thinking, what bad movie is this?
It's terrible.
What horrible thing is this?
Bougie's got a quick question before we move on. Anybody a fan of the Guyver movies, animes, or books? Never got to read it. I've seen some of the anime, and I've seen a little bit of the live action movie. Cool concept, looks really cool. I just don't know enough about it.
Yeah.
I'm
I don't think I've
familiar
seen
with
any
it.
of it, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
But interesting. I think I might check it out.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know enough about it to tell you guys what it's about. But I know a little bit. Tiny.
Cool. But you know what? There's something else going on. And Sal, I will let you tell us about Heroes for Heroes.
Very good.
Inform us
So
about that.
I'm going to read it off my phone because it got some better information from this off my phone. So start off, Hero for Heroes is a charity organization going on right now. You can see the link there below. I'll try to post it in the chat. You got it? All right,
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you very much. So Bronze Age Nerd on Instagram is putting this together. They're going to have a lot of stuff for auction. And what Heroes for Heroes does, this is donating to military vets that are home, that are suffering from like PTSD or any type of injuries in the field and stuff like that. They're home, they're retired, so this is their support lines, you might say. Let me, I had it up and I lost it. Shoot. But anyhow, this is what I'm going to say. Go over to Instagram. Go to look for Heroes for Heroes comics, and they're going to have drawings from Mark Bagley, David Mack, Dan Parent, lots more. Dan Kelly has also submitted some of his personal art. I donated a couple of slabs and also donated money as well. So this big auction is going to happen on Veterans Day, the 11th of November. And I don't know how long it lasts. I'm sorry, I can't read my phone right now, but it looks. I know that's when it's going to start. Is August.
Well, the good thing is, Sal, they can go right there to that link and get all of that information.
Absolutely, they can do that, or you can head over to Instagram and look for Bronze Age Nerd. He is the one that's initiating all this, so you can definitely check him out there. Go over to YouTube. Also look for Bronze Age Nerd on YouTube because that's where the auction is going to take place. So please check it out. They're going to have a lot of good original artwork. They're going to have a lot of books. I know Dan donated Camelot 3000, the series, so you'll be able to bid on that. I know he did some original art for it. Like I said, I donated 2 slabs. There's a lot of people in on this, so I don't. There's not enough time for us to lift all the credits, but definitely go check it out. This is a very worthy cause for our vets, and I cannot back it more or give it enough love. It needs to be done.
Yeah, that sounds terrific. And well, I know what I'll be doing on November 11th, that Monday. Yeah, it's a Monday, so it's during the week. But they said check out the link, and it should tell you like what time it is, and give everyone more details about it.
The big thing is go to YouTube and sub to Bronze Age Nerd because that's where it's going to happen. But when you're on Instagram, search under the same name and find all the information there as well.
Sounds good. So we will definitely check that out.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you for letting me put that up there.
It's my pleasure, and I love hearing about this. An amazing cause. So I love hearing about it. And love to. Hopefully we can get some stuff. Maybe, who knows, Sal? Maybe I'll show you and be like, "Hey, Sal, remember this slab?
Remember the slab?
It's moving.
You finally got a slab, huh?
I've got 2. It joins the other 2.
Yep.
Hey,
I know. I
look
sent you that
who's
slab
here.
too.
Pam.
Hey,
Hi,
Pam. Hey, Pam. I responded to you. Thank you for reaching out through the codexstation.com to give me your cover for the Halloween covers. Thank you very much. You can submit 9 if you want to do 9, but 1's fine. I've already got it prepped and ready to go, so it is ready. So yes, so I sent you a response just to confirm I have the right book, and we're good to go.
Nice.
Tell us a little bit more about that, Sal. I'm still, Pam, you're 1 ahead of me. I still have 0 cents to Sal.
Yes. So as you all know, Saturday night Comics Unleashed After Dark. It's the Codex late night show. We get a little rowdy, we get a little swearing in there. It's a great show. We usually show off our weekly pools, some back issues and stuff like that, talk trash about each other, and of course some of the books that we got. But on October 26th, which is just before Halloween, we're not going to do the regular show. We're just going to show horror covers. So everybody from Codex, I'm going to stress that one more time.
I got mine in a while ago.
Yes, Tim, you're on the good list, Tim.
That's right.
I'm considering. I'm looking. I'm like, oh, that looks good. I'm thinking about that one.
Pam says that she's going to submit some more. That's great. I'll get to you guys in the chat for 1 second. So everybody in Codex is going to submit to me 9 covers, and I'm going to format them in my usual thing. If you ever seen our comic character week where I show our top covers, it's going to be like that. Bougie. Deadline, like to have it before Sunday, and if you want, just send me the title and the issue number, like House of Secrets 92. Just whatever it is.
Yeah.
Just send me that, and I'll pull the picture from the internet and create the chart. So yes, by this weekend, if you can do it by Sunday, that would be great. It doesn't take me long to do it, but I'm extremely busy during the week. Now my job's kind of like picked up in the crazy schedule, so I can't really
because of all the hurricanes.
Well, yeah, that. It's just just the way the cycle is. I've got ups and downs in my job, and this is definitely a uptick. So anyhow,
we saw those knives. We know you're pretty mad.
Where's my knife? No. So yes, if you get to me by Sunday, that would be great. Head over to the codexstation.com, do the contact us form. Put your 9 covers in there when you're doing the contact form, and I'll pick it up and I'll grab it and I'll respond to you saying that I got you covered or something like that, to those lines of effect. So it's 9 covers. If you don't want to send 9, that's okay. If you want to send 3, that's fine too. 9's the limit. Nothing after 9.
Yeah.
That's 3 tiles each. And if we do that, the show is going to be like a 24-hour show.
All right, sounds good. So we got some more comments, but yeah.
So yes, Pam, please do dig up a few more. Then that's awesome. Bougie says we'll do much easier.
Eamon's World of Geek says he's stopping by to show a little love. Can't stay long. Just want to say hi. Hi,
hey, Eamon.
See ya.
Eamon's also on the Heroes for Heroes chat room that we got going in there.
Perfect.
So I've talked to him. He has a buddy called Junker. I forget his name. Junker. If you're still here, Eamon, what's your buddy's name? Junker 79. Junker 73. I just found it.
There you go.
73 on Instagram. He does some awesome Transformers sketch covers.
Nice.
Gotta check that out, which I believe is also being donated. I don't know for sure, but yes. Yep. Yeah. Bougie, there it is. We'll do the much easier way for me to do so. Not very tech savvy. Come on, Bougie. You're all right. Just off the Smith form.
You make it here, so you're good enough.
Yeah. The show can now get started because Mr. Richard is here.
Hey, Richard.
Great.
Also in with the Heroes for Heroes thing. He's awesome. Love Richard. He's always buying good stuff. Junker 73. Thank you, Eamon. Thank you very much. I wanted to give a shout out to your guy there because his artwork was pretty amazing as well.
Yeah.
Nice. Eamon, you came just in time for some insanity, some variant insanity.
Insanity. Do you want to do it or do you want me to kick it off? You kick it off.
Hit that button.
Hit it.
Let me find it.
It's a variant insanity.
There it is. That was crazy.
That is damn. One of these days, I'm going to take this water and I'm going to be pouring it on myself. All right, so if you're understanding, a lot of times it's me, Gavin, everybody guess, but Sale is the one who gives the information. So I don't know this week. So this week I can guess as well. And everybody in the chat, always feel free to guess. What do you think is the variant with the comic book with the most variants this week?
Yes. All right, folks, ladies and gentlemen, this week I'm going to give you a second here to actually put in some.
Let me guess.
Some guesses there.
Let's see what chat says.
Bougie says Disco Sale. That's a good guess.
That's a great guess.
Hold on a second. There it is. Okay, I found it.
There.
All right, it's in there.
Yeah.
I'm going with
Disco Sale.
I'm gonna go with the usual and say Thundercats.
Okay. All right. Bougie's right though. Disco Sal is the most variants this week with 175.
Now, if I have to go by the previous covers, the one company that's had the most is IDW. So it's got to be an IDW title, but I don't read any IDW titles, so I'm just gonna say that it's an IDW title, but I don't know which one.
Okay.
Make up a name.
Tim's Awesome Adventures into Ballistics.
How many variants do you have?
75.
There you go.
Yeah, Joe.
I say Thundercats. I say Thundercats are 26 issues.
Richard says Turtles.
Okay. All right. The book with the most variants this week is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Last Ronin 2 Re-Evolution, issue number 3.
So I was right for the company.
You are right. The company. IDW seems to have the most variants every week. I think I've only seen a Marvel in there once or twice. I know I've not seen a DC one at all. No, I don't think I've seen a DC one at all with the most variants.
But Thundercats has had quite a few, so I was just like, I'll just go with that. So Richard, you said Turtles, so I pretty much can say that you're pretty much right.
Yep.
And it's the last one, but still Turtles.
And do we know how many covers? Do we want to take a guess?
23.
I'm gonna go 15.
How many?
15.
15. Ooh,
yeah.
15. Going with 15, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Okay. Do we have anybody in the chat shouting out the number?
None so far. So
let's give it like 5 seconds, 7 seconds.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. The most the number of variants this week is 12.
12. I was close.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Richard. You do say Turtles every week. Yep.
Hey, gotta get right sometime. Richard said 43. Bougie said 57. You guys are way off. So was everybody else, except for me.
But you know what? That one anomaly that we had that 1 week of Turtles, that was 187. Variants. I mean,
was it this title?
No, it wasn't this title.
It was the main title.
This is the Last Ronin 2 Re-Evolution.
Yeah,
that was this week. So that was the main title. That had that 170.
My God,
I think I got it somewhere in the notes. Yeah,
that's
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, with 187.
187.
Bananas.
That was 10 episodes ago. That was episode 118.
Richard finally hit the lottery. Go buy a lottery ticket now, Richard.
Booyah! And then remember us when you win.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's your buddy? Who's your pal?
Me.
Oh, well, one of my pal, Sal, is the man to lead us in something else this week. And that is right or wrong. So this week, Sal has got the 5 statements, right or wrong statements.
Let me break out my list.
Before you do that, chat, don't forget, right or wrong, if you need a reintroduction to it, Sal's going to read off 5 statements. Say right or wrong in the chat. Make sure to put a number.
Yeah, like number 1, right.
Yeah, for which one Sal rattles off, so we can follow along with you as you follow along with us. Once we go through all 5 statements, then we'll discuss them at length.
Okay. All right, so my first question, number 1. This is pretty funny because I actually came up with this one today, and you guys started talking about it a little bit in the show, and I was like, wait a minute, what's going on here with this? My first question for right or wrong.
If I can't make next week, my guess is turtles again.
And Richard will probably win again. Let me tell you something.
Richard,
So,
I'm not dead.
Number 1 is the use of the multiverse. Is it a crutch?
Wrong.
It's all
Wrong.
Wrong.
I'll say wrong.
Okay. All right. I almost want to say right, because I think we're getting to that point now where it's either in comics and movies, the whole deal. I think they're starting to lean on it too much as like an excuse, you know? All right. So the next question for right or wrong, number 2, is NRFB a real thing? And for you folks that don't know what NRFB is, not removed from box. I'm talking like collectibles, statues, figures.
I'm gonna.
Do you mean
is
like
it a real thing?
Been?
Huh?
Do you mean like? Are you asking?
Never
like,
removed from the box.
Wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna say right. But
is it a thing?
I don't agree with it. Yeah, I'm gonna.
You don't have to agree with either.
Yeah.
Is it a thing? Is it a thing? Like, you know?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. Yes.
All right. So, right or wrong for question number 3 is: are stories getting too complex with all the tie-ins?
Right.
Wrong.
I'm gonna say right, but I gotta say under the certain conditions. But I was gonna say right for right now. All right. Okay. People are saying, yep. People are chiming in with that. Okay. Very good. Very good. Question number 4. Nothing turns off a collector more than a seller that doesn't know how to properly ship books.
That is right.
Right.
That is a definite right, because I have picked up books from various sources, and some sources package extremely bad. Others have been extremely good, and they get my business back again. But the ones that are extremely bad, no matter how cheap that book was or how much I needed that book, I will not go back to them.
Yeah, you don't want it. And look at that! I got the book, and it's all bent up and.
Right. Why roll the dice? Why roll the dice? I may have gotten this one perfectly fine, but who knows in the future? So that's fine. All right. So my next question. This is kind of a long question, but hear me out. Right or wrong?
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh. Yes. Pam agrees with me. Pam understands me.
I think everybody was right on that one.
Yeah.
All of us.
Right. Very good. All right. So hear me out on this. With all the facsimiles that are going on right now, should like the big producers, like, maybe IDW, maybe definitely Marvel, definitely DC, should they print a ratio comic on the old style paper? Right or wrong?
Right.
And make it a ratio variant. I mean,
I think it'd be cool.
I'm gonna say right.
Check out this old X-Men book that I got. This is like the old style paper, and it smells like a comic book.
Yeah, I'm gonna say right on that. I'd love to see that.
You're right. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah. All right. So, Sal, let's go back to number 1. We'll discuss them at length.
All right. So my number 1 question was: is the multiverse being used as a crutch?
Okay. Bougie says wrong. Keith says wrong. Richard says wrong.
Yeah.
And Pam says right. Sonny, what was your response?
I had said wrong.
And I said wrong. Yeah.
Tim, you said right.
I said right. I said right.
I can see your point, Sal, when you were saying like kind of they're leaning on too much, but for me, I'm like, I don't think so far that much. I mean, still with good storytelling, I think you could do it. Oh, look at that! Somebody answered number 6.
Number 6.
Uh-oh. What's up?
We have a guest.
Hold on 1 second.
It's a good thing Sal's not looking.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Bring it back here to the store.
Right.
Sorry. There we go.
No, you're good.
Wait a minute. Put that back up. Put that back up. Penny, Luna, come here. Luna, come here. Come here. Luna,
He's not looking again.
Sorry.
Nope, you're good.
Leave the leash. Shut the door. All right. Oh, we had a little discussion.
Right there.
Beast, is not an Avenger.
Right
We have
there.
video proof of that, Tim.
Right there.
He's making a guest appearance.
Avengers, and there he is.
Oh my God! Number one. Number one.
So yeah, are we done with number one? Are we going on to number two? What's going on?
To my 2 cents on that. I don't think it's a crutch. I agree with you, Sonny. With good storytelling, it can be an amazing thing. It's a phase in comics and the movies. Once they're done, they'll move on to something else.
Right.
Yeah.
I really feel that, I don't know. I feel that it's being or could be used as a crutch too much.
Yeah, but then fans will get all pissed off and upset about it, and then they'll move on. Yeah. Okay. So what was number 2?
Is NRFB a real thing?
Bougie says wrong. Richard says right. Keith says right. And did not get one from Pam.
I said wrong. I said I don't believe it,
I say right. Sonny, we know you don't believe in that.
You don't even believe them having the right appendages.
It's the accident.
I say right, but I disagree with it. There are collectors that refuse to take them out of the box, mint on card, etc., etc. I am of the firm belief every action figure I buy gets opened, every single one, because I want to pose them, I want to move them around, I want to enjoy the first hour with them before they go up on my shelves and stay where they're at. I will buy, like with my son, I encourage him to tear that package to pieces because I want him to have a good time with them toys. Doesn't matter if they'll be worth $200 down the road. I don't care. He doesn't care. The thing he's going to remember is, man, when I got that Storm Shadow and that Snake Eyes, I had a great time with those toys. Fuck yeah, you did, man. Good job.
My feelings on this, I don't agree with it, but I do think it is a thing.
Yeah.
Especially for people collecting and trading and whatnot. I feel like the more exclusive the figure is, the more the NRFB is.
Yeah, certain figures, like all of the boxes for the G.I. Joe classifieds that I've gotten, I've kept all of those.
Yeah.
I kept all of those as nice as I could because the sides have really great artwork. And you've got the numberings for like what order the figure was released in. So I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, but then you think it's in the plastic and then it's like into it. Is it working?
Nope.
You're in a tunnel.
Yeah, Sonny's underwater right now, ladies and gentlemen.
He's in the Chicago tunnel.
Still under the
testing 1, 2, 3. There
now
we
we're
are.
Good. Welcome back, Sonny.
Okay, good.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on with my mic when you guys are talking. I was waiting. Okay, but you think your toys are all in there, and then like in Toy Story 2, when that old guy he leaves the box, and he jumps back in there.
Like this guy
taken out.
He was not left in the package. I tore him out, and I have messed around with him. I pose him, and I transform him. Sonny, don't get too attached, buddy. His limbs are staying together.
But I mean, tearing it apart. I mean, I don't know how long his limbs are gonna stay.
Oh my god,
intact.
But yeah. I mean, if you want to collect mint on card and you want to keep them in the package, do that. If you want to tear them apart and mess around with the figures, do that too.
It's not a right or wrong thing that what you want to do. I'm just trying to see. For some people, I think it is a thing.
Yeah.
It
most
is
certainly.
real. It is a thing. So
yeah, 100%.
All right.
I see what Pam said. Yeah, about Marvel Legends. I remember them.
Oh yeah.
Marvel Legends Retro are still on card. Cool art. Right on. Yeah. Absolutely.
There you go.
The only Marvel Legends figures I have, none of those are the retro ones, the older ones, but all the ones that I have, I've bought and that are loose.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I got those at McKay's. All right, for $8, can't beat it, and it comes with all the accessories. All right, number 3.
Number 3, are stories getting too complex with tie-ins?
Okay, Bougie says right. Keith says wrong. Richard says right. I said right. Sonny, what did you say?
I said wrong. I think that I mean I don't know. Maybe there are certain stories that they've gone with way more other issues than I even know about. But I'm like, it's up to you. I think sometimes you could still kind of continue on even without every issue on the side. But then maybe there are certain stories that have like 20. It's like no, you need to.
So yeah. So my feelings on this are pretty
If you
simple.
want to read them, you could read them. Yeah.
Yeah. If the tie-ins are like very important to following the story, then yes. If the tie-ins are not part of the main storyline and they're just like, oh, here's the Hulk dealing with that situation off the side, then no, they're not. So I think they can be. I think they can be too complex. You know.
I think that they are, and a good example is Civil War. So in Civil War, in the main story, like the main series, the mini that was out, one issue Spider-Man was doing one thing. The next issue, Punisher's carrying him through the sewers. Right?
Yeah.
You had to read the 3 issues of Amazing Spider-Man to know what happened there. That was integral to the story. Without that, you missed this whole chunk. Jamie was talking about what I think it's Blackest Night or Brightest Day. One of those where he says that there were so many tie-ins for him. Half of them weren't even important. In my opinion, I think it's a giant cash grab to get you to buy these other titles and boost their sales. Put it all in the main story. Put all of it there. If you have to do tie-ins, I guess. But it's just too much for people sometimes. Like 187 tie-ins. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. That's what I mean when I say, oh, that is going a bit over.
Yeah. To get the whole story, you got to I think we figured it out. Like you had to spend for Blood Hunt to get every single tie-in issue. I think you had to spend over like $300 or something. Some stupid number.
Right. So look at this from the perspective that I was thinking from. Let's say this one person, we'll say me, collects Spider-Man. Just one issue, just Amazing Spider-Man. And I'm going along, I'm reading the story, and I'm saying to myself, oh wow, I love Zeb Wells. This stuff is so good. But then one issue, it's Spider-Man out in space with the Guardians of the Galaxy. And it's like, did I just miss an issue here?
Now you got to go buy.
And then I have to figure out why it was there. But then the following issue is back. He's back on Earth, and he's continuing on with what he does best.
Yeah. I like the shared universe. I like that they mix and go in between titles and stuff like that. But the tie-ins for the big summer blockbusters get too much.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Number 4, Sal.
Number 4. Nothing turns off a collector more than a seller that does not have to properly ship books. I think this is a no-brainer.
Bougie says right. Keith says right. Richard says right. And Pam with the answer that we all have in our hearts. That pisses me off.
Yep. I don't think we need to really discuss this one.
The only thing I would have said would be worse is if someone says it and doesn't send it, but then I don't consider that I'm a seller. That's just a scam.
Well, I mean, like Sal, all of us have been through this. You get those sellers that put them in between 2 pieces of paper and ship them out. And you hope for the best. That's crazy, especially when you're paying real money for these books.
Yep.
If you're going to send them out, do the shipping right. Take the time. Yeah. Use painter's tape. It's not that expensive. You can go get it real cheap at Walmart or any hardware store.
Right.
The boxes at the post office are free.
Right.
Yeah, and all you got to do is buy some bubble wrap or use plastic grocery bags, newspaper, cardboard for extra protection. It's not hard, guys.
So I've seen this off of eBay way too many times, and they say shipping is like $17.
Yes,
when you see a shipping that's stupid high, you're thinking, okay, it's going to come priority because priority is expensive.
No,
and then it comes in media mail.
Yep,
which is like $3. I'm like, really?
But they're charging way too much for shipping.
Yeah. I don't know if eBay's going to crack down on that. Either.
That's because they're trying to offset the cost of what they lose on the sale. So they're trying to offset.
They shouldn't have put the book that low.
That's right. Yeah.
mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's not rocket science.
Nope. It's comic science, ladies and
Comic
gentlemen.
science.
You tell him, Sal. Show him your knife again.
Oh, well, hello. It was...
Yeah.
And then
He's
number
got bigger ones.
and then number 5, Sal. What did you have for number 5?
It was kind of a long one, but I said with all the facsimiles going on, should like one of the big three, like Marvel, DC, or IDW now with all the variants, print a variant that's on the old style comic paper.
Bougie says, yeah. Bougie says right. Richard says right. Pam says right.
I would think that would be awesome if they did that.
Keith has a good question. What is a ratio variant?
So ratio variants are the ones that they're called ratio variants because they're like 1 in 10 and 1 in 25 or 1 in 50. What that means is that particular store had to buy 25 of the A covers to get this one that's 1 in 25. Yep. And
just
same 1 in 50, same 1 in 100, and then they could price those or however they feel.
Mostly what people do is they price the 1 in 10s at 10, the 1 in 25s at 25, the 1 in 50. But the thing is with those ratio variants, unless the cover is like super awesome or amazing, price drops after the first week.
That's also true.
Yeah, and a lot of those ratio variants don't hold their value afterwards.
Right. I only said ratio variant because I felt like, it's going to be more costly to print a book in that style. So less is more, in my opinion, in that situation.
I'd love to.
Pretty cool,
I'd love to see it. I think it would be awesome to see it in that format again, even just for one issue. That would be amazing. Getting 9/8 out of that would be pretty tough.
Oh, that would be,
that'd be great. But like if they did it as a 1 in 100 ratio variant or something like that, that'd be awesome. I'd love it. I'd love to see that.
Yeah. Okay. And before we jump on to telling you guys about a great comic book place, there we go. Yeah. There were some comments. Yeah.
Richard, it's not an Avenger.
Mr. Keith had a question for you guys.
All right. What you got, Mr. Keith?
Okay, so Keith says, should I stop shipping my comics, rolling them into a bottle, and throwing them out to sea? It works only 30% of the time.
only if they're not Venom comics, and yes.
Pam says I went through the roof when my X-Men 133 came bent in half in my mail.
Pam.
Okay, so
hold on. That deserves this.
Let me tell you a story, Pam. I've been in my apartment for 4 years, and for 2 of those years, I had a mailman that was incredibly respectful of packaged mail. And he would walk it up the stairs. I live on the 2nd floor. So he'd walk it up the stairs, put it in front of my door and all that stuff. I'd say, thank you, talk to him for a minute, gave the guy Christmas cards, right? He was cool. Good guy. Then he moved on to something else. And I got this other guy 2 years ago, a younger guy. And Sonny, it was when you sent me Secret Wars in the mail.
Oh.
And that book is like this thick. And what this dude did was he rolled it up and shoved it into my mailbox. Oh. And as soon as I saw that, I called the post office. I said, what the hell is this? Is this how your people treat the mail? I said, I lied, but I said, this is what I do for a living. I said, those books help make me money. I do this on YouTube and this and that. Obviously not. I don't make that kind of money on here, but they didn't know that, right? And I made a whole big stink about it because I was mad. They rolled up my graphic novel and shoved it in my mailbox and all that stuff. And I had to work to get the damn thing out. And come the next day or not the next day, but the next package I have, got a knock on my door, nice soft knock. And he goes, here you go, sir, here's your package. I was like, right on, man, thank you. And he's dropped it off at my door every day since, or every time I get a package since.
Nice.
Yeah.
F that. Don't ruin people's stuff.
Him is taking on the man.
I was mad.
That should be common knowledge not to do that.
Yeah, just walk up the flight of stairs. You need the exercise anyways.
Back to Pan's comment. Yeah, I would have been through the roof too. That's just, especially number 133. That's just,
Oh, man.
Bet in half.
Right up there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Speaking of comics, speaking of XM133,
what?
where's a place that people might be able to get some great comics? Maybe even XM133.
That is a good question, and we have an answer for you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's say hello to our sponsor for the entire month of October, Comic Logic. Right there, Loudoun County, Virginia's only comic shop, ladies and gentlemen. I've been there. Sal's been there. Sonny dreams of going there every night. Uncle Gary is a co-owner. You've got Rob and the rest of the Comic Logic crew. Rob steers the ship, and by God, is he a great captain. The store is awesome. It's amazing. Lots of new books, plenty of back issues and hardcovers and trade paperbacks to go through. Plus, Dan Kelly art is in there too, and slabs and all kinds of other stuff. Right there is the address. If you are in the area, plenty of people in our chat have been there, and they can attest to how awesome Comic Logic is. But the cool thing is they've got Fall LotCon, Sal. That's coming up. You've been to one of those.
Yes, I have. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So what they do is they take their parking lot and turn it into a mini Comic Con. They're going to have, I think it's about 35 vendors, and it's not all comics. It's mostly comics, but they got some jewelry comics. They got some, jewelry type people there. Lots of authors of fantasy books. Not just comic books, but fantasy books themselves. They even have a tattoo artist there. So if you want to go get a Venom tattoo, you can go ahead and do that.
Codex tattoo.
Or a Codex tattoo. You can do that too if you want. That's fine too.
Yeah.
And it's a great event. It's called. They're going to do a trunk or treat. So if kids can come dressed in their Halloween costumes, adults can come in their Halloween costumes if they want, and the vendors will also be handing out some candy to the kids. It's a great time. It's from 10 to 4.
October 27th from noon to 4 p.m.
Noon to 4. Noon to 4. Yep. So I'm definitely going to be there this year. I know Dan's coming along with his family as well. So it'll be good.
Yeah, it'll be awesome, ladies and gentlemen. So once again, Comic Logic, Loudoun County, Virginia, Loudoun County's only comic book store right there in Ashburn, Virginia. You will not be disappointed.
What I also like about them, what I also like, they actually have sectioned out like kids, comic books for kids in a different section, in a different area, so that even younger kids can go and enjoy comics. And we lost Sonny there. We have lost visual on Sonny, the writer. Can we have him back, please?
There you go.
Pam. But look at that. You go, Tim.
Yep. Richard said the mailman bent my Zeb Wells comic in half. I said thank you. Right on. That's fantastic. I'd have shook his hand, kissed his feet. Good job, sir. God. Good job. Sonny's out for a minute, ladies and gentlemen, but we will continue on.
All right. The
next segment of tonight is none other than Random Panel of the Week.
Oh gosh.
Are you ready, Sal?
I think if this is the one I'm thinking of, it was on Comic Character of the Day page.
I think so. I know this is what Sonny's doing right now.
I'm back.
Uh-oh.
What am I doing, Tim?
Are you ready to see it, Sonny?
Is it time for the Random Panel of the Week? Hello, girls.
Wow. That's not creepy at all.
Wow.
That was on the Comic Character of the Day page. Dan Kelly posted it a few days ago, and I was like, who is this legend? And even he didn't know. I don't know who that is.
It looks like a scroll. But
he's looking for a date. He's looking for a date for Sweetest Day on Saturday.
100%.
Look at him. It looks like somebody might be
joining
joining the F list
Saturday when you want to stay in and watch Codex Station's Comic Unleashed.
Maybe that'll be his date, though. A date watching Codex Station.
Sweetest Day is this Saturday. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm taking nobody out.
What do you say, buddy? Who needs to go out when he can stay in?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, there you go.
Comics Unleashed. So there we go. There's a Random Panel of the Week. I came just in time for it.
Yep. I don't know where you went, but I was glad to see you back because it was perfect timing.
You gotta show that comment, Mr. Keith. That's a good one.
I'm checking right now. This is what the dog from Duck Hunt does on Halloween. Hello.
Hello.
Lord. Bougie says the Creeper. That is a good guess. I don't know though.
I don't think it's the character the creeper, but it definitely is a creeper.
Very true. Yeah, Gary would know. We'll just show him the panel. Hey, Gary, what comics is from? This year, this title, this writer, artist, this type of paper.
Here, Gary, smell this comic book and tell me where it's from.
1987. That was the Bronze Age, ladies and gentlemen.
Show us the issue signed.
Yeah, somebody scribbled on mine.
Yeah, only 3 autographs. Ooh, slacking a bit.
Ooh, brother.
Yeah, only 3. Jeez, what's your problem?
Okay, well, that character we don't even know the name of, but it brings us to the F list with a character with a very interesting name.
The F list.
Okay, today joining the F list is Captain Venom, Marvel Spider, Gwen, Punish Wolverine, Thor, Cyclops, Squirrel.
Oh my God!
And there
what the hell? What the hell?
Look at that. There's like a Venom symbiote leg. There's Cyclops' glasses. There's a little horn for Daredevil. There's let's see. There's the squirrel tail.
This is Marvel's answer to Combo Man, which they have no rights to.
Look at that. You see the guys in the background too. More.
Oh my God.
So who else would anybody like to try that name again?
No.
Negative Ghost Rider. We're not even gonna give this one. No.
So would anyone like to?
This is worse than one of your action figures, Sonny. This is worse than one of your action figures. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh, I should have looked to see if somebody tried to make it. Because remember, someone did make a Combo Man action figure.
I have got an origin.
Well, Mr. Keith has something good and says, "Why didn't they just call her Combo Woman?"
Oh, hey, that
would have been easy.
Very good question. Well, all right, Sonny, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay, so,
what's that name?
Hang on. So, Janet Engelman is her name. She is a mild-mannered Hollywood sign roller. So she stands on the corner and she spins a sign spinner. That's what she does. And she works for a Lego Tectonics secondhand store. Yeah.
Okay.
And she does all of that and she spins the signs and all this. Well, one day on a bright and sunny day after a huge rainstorm, somebody on a bicycle that was fortified with vibranium and adamantium slipped on a banana peel and crashed into her, causing severe bodily harm. She was taken to the hospital where she was legally pronounced dead on the scene, but then Reed Richards and Dr. Doom, who had mended their hatred for each other for 5 minutes, came together and said, "We've got the tools. We can build her back stronger, better, faster." And Richard said, "What would we call her?" And he says, "A whole laundry list of names that I dare not pronounce, but leave for Sono the writer to say." And this is what you have right there.
Wow.
All right, well, there you go. It's like you read the comic book. So.
Oh man, that's terrible.
Yes, it is. All right, so I will give you a bit of the history of this character, whose real name is Gwendolyn Poole. Spelled a little different from the other Gwenpool, but this is Gwendolyn Poole, who was one time was called Gwenpool, then was called Gwen Wolverine, then Gwen Wolverine Eclipse, then Gwen Wolverine Thoraclops, then Gwen Punish Wolverine Thoraclops, and then finally Captain the Venom, Marvel, Spider Fist, Strange Gwen, Punish Wolverine, Thor, Cyclops, Squirrel.
Wow.
Who actually is a is a host of a is a host of a Venom symbiote. Obviously, female from the Earth, TRN 817, created by Christopher Hastings in Guru Hairu, as it says. And Mr. Key is pretty much right when he says, sure, she's every Marvel character put into one single superhero, but imagine all the angst that comes with it. Yeah.
A lot.
You're pretty much correct, Mr. Keith. So, this is from this character. Has only appeared in one comic book, not Brand X, issue number 14 in November 2017. And the story, so not Brand X, it's like a comedy, like a humor comic.
Yeah.
They're showing different kinds of, there's different story arcs, different stories within one comic. And then this one was basically making fun of like Marvel executives. They're trying to come up with ideas after the success of like Spider-Gwen and them.
Toxic mishap at a Spirit Halloween. Wow.
Somebody should really try to put all the costumes together to make that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's like that the creators, they're trying to come up with someone and they're being greedy. So that's why it's like Gwen punish Shul and stuff like that. So it looks like that, but with like Wolverine's claws and Cyclops' visor, and then a little more, and then eventually just gets to the big picture that we see where it's everybody, and then even this character of Captain Daredevil, Venom, Marvel, Spider-Fist, Strange, Gwen, Punish, Wolverine, Thor, Cyclops, Squirrel, even says to the guys, like, there's nobody else left. They've used everybody in this one character. So then the executives then go to the creatives and they say, this is a mess. You're fired. And they're like, but you told us to write this.
Mm-hmm.
And then they say, no, you're still fired. And they say, but why are you so mad? This isn't even canon. So the executives say, shut up. Don't tell people that this isn't canon or no one will buy it. And that is the Gwen of that story. So yeah, this character, this is only in that quick little part, pretty much making fun of executives and how they're just,
that's wonderful.
Money hungry. And as you can see in the picture, you see the guys behind her screaming more and more, and they're surrounded by money.
Yep.
More. But who's the guy in the mohawk?
That's a good question.
We got Magneto's helmet at the bottom. We got Loki's helmet. Looks like Apocalypse's face a little bit. We got a Sentinel, and then
the
Infinity Gauntlet.
There's some Red Skull.
Mr. Mocha. The mohawk.
Yeah. There's that money on top of somebody's head.
Oh yeah, I see Red Skull up there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this character, takes it all, but has not ever really been in any fights or anything. So we don't really know how tough this character is.
I think Mr. Keith called it right though, with all the angst of all the all the heroes with angst at the same time.
Geez. Yeah. No, thank you. I'd pass on those powers. So everyone, F list. Can Captain Daredevil, Venom, Marvel, Spider-Fist, Strange, Gwen, Punish, Wolverine, Thor, Cyclops, Squirrel make it out of the F list? I say no.
No, rightfully so. She is the queen of the F listers.
No, F list is
I had to think about it for a while, but no. She stayed with Combo Man. Hey, maybe there's a perfect match. Maybe love is in the air. Combo Man and this character. And
Sweetest Day's coming up.
Perfect timing, yeah. I certainly don't think she would go for maybe the Combo Man, but certainly not the guy that was in our random panel of the week, though.
The F Trooper.
The F Trooper. Yeah, that guy from the random panel, he's just too much of a creeper.
Yeah.
Too creepy.
Hello, girls.
Hello.
The guy, there he is.
Hello.
Looks like he's got 2 earrings too. Yeah.
Does he? Oh,
possibly. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I know he's dapper. He's got a suit on.
He's got a sporting the tie.
That's right.
So it means he's got a tie. He has money. But there we go. Get your popcorn here.
Oh man. One of these days, maybe they'll get some of those popcorns right.
There you go.
Was right, but not today. Not with Venom. Maybe in 2025.
There you go.
But one thing that Marvel definitely got right is, I think, the story we're about to review.
Yes.
So right now, everybody, it is time for us to review X-Men Days of Future Past.
Yes.
And as usual, Tim will start us off with the credits.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, X-Men Days of Future Past. This classic cover right there, issue number 141 and 142, right there. Written by Chris Claremont with pencils by John Byrne. Both are co-plotters. Inks by Terry Austin. 3 major names in the comic book industry. Colors by Glynis Wein and letters by Tom Orzechowski. Also, just a quick note, trivia for you. This is the first time The Uncanny is put in the title.
Oh, well, there we go.
On 141. Yep.
There you go.
A classic issue. Okay, so this is a story pretty much most of us know. So I feel I don't need to start from beginning to get to a certain part. But basically, we know that this is in the future at the time. So the story, I believe it came out around end of 1980, but the cover date was like the beginning of 1981.
Yes.
But either way,
that's correct.
Let's
take
January of 1981 is, I believe, when it came out.
Yeah.
So it takes place in the future, which the time was the future, 2013. As you see, the world is not good. The Sentinels have taken over. Mutants, they have to write the M's on them, right? And this is, it's a horrible future, and there's only a few X-Men members left. Most of them have been killed. We still see there's Kitty Pryde, there's Colossus, there's Wolverine, Storm, and there's Rachel Summers, and there's Franklin Richards. Also, the Fantastic Four have been killed too. And so what happens with this horrible future? They send Kitty Pryde back to the present day to stop the assassination of Senator Robert Kelly, and who is it was the Freedom Force at the time. I don't even think they were called Freedom Force at the time, but they were the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants at this time. But later on became the
Freedom Force.
Freedom Force. So it was Mystique, Blob, Pyro, Avalanche, Destiny, and so they're out there set to kill Senator Robert Kelly, and the X-Men they're set to stop them. So for me, like I said, I feel like I don't really need to go through it. This is a story most of us know. Most of us love. This is only 2 issues, and still one of the most influential, one of the best X-Men stories, one of the best, I think, Marvel stories. It's been adapted. It's had multiple sequels, and X-Men has had some with the annuals of X-Men Days of Future Present. Excalibur had some. Even Dan on the Codex Station even reviewed. There was a Wolverine sequel to it. Many sequels, even recently. I think last year there was X-Men Days of Future Past, Doomsday. So this 2 issues has gone on decades and decades and is still ranks high up.
New Warriors had
Forever Yesterday.
Went
with it, and then to the X-Men the animated series did. That was my first introduction, and in that one they sent Bishop back in time as opposed to Kitty Pryde. And then of course, actually my favorite X-Men movie of all that live action movies, X-Men Days of Future Past was my favorite one, and they had sent Wolverine back. So this is a legendary story. It's classic X-Men. It is a must read, entertaining from beginning to end. I mean, the only thing, artwork is great, the characters are great. It's so different, and now we see so many things with different stories and different universes and what ifs and things like that. But at this time, there was like, whoa, this. And 2, when you read the issues before, this story pretty much came almost out of nowhere. Like, whoa, who would have thought that suddenly you're just going to get into these 2 legendary, this 2-part story that was going to be legendary and so awesome. If anything, I think the only thing that somebody could say negative about it would be, oh, I wish it would have been longer, which technically isn't that much of an insult if someone wants more. I love the story. I feel I don't need to keep going on much more about it. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say about it. But I love X-Men. I love this story. I think that I'm giving X-Men Days of Future Past 10 out of 10.
That's wonderful. Sal, you want to save your thoughts for last? Or
save my thoughts for last then.
Okay.
This is my pick.
Sonny, I mean, everything you said is right. This is one of the greatest X-Men stories ever told by the master craftsman, Chris Claremont, expert pencils, John Byrne, incredible inks by Terry Austin. Every person that worked on this book deserves their just rewards for just how amazing this is. This is one of the most influential Marvel storylines. Like you said, Sonny, it's been adapted into so many different things. That it's been reprinted numerous times. One of the greatest 20th Century Fox X-Men movies was Days of Future Past, and they did a great job bringing that story onto the silver screen. You can't say much more than that. I mean, those two issues, because you come in like right at the end of whatever the hell's going on, and Kate Pride has got to not Kitty anymore. It's Kate. She's older. She's got to make her way into the past to try and save the world, save this world from ever experiencing what they've gone through. And they just give you snippets of like who died. Like when she's walking, when she finally gets into the camp, the way the Sentinels have it laid out is you have to walk by all of these tombstones before you get to where your barracks are. And on these tombstones are just the names of all these characters. You've got X-Men in the front. You've got Fantastic Four. There's other characters that are on there. And then it goes on later to tell you about, the events that led up to this, with the assassination of Senator Kelly. And then that leads into 1984. This person is elected, and a mutant registration act is kind of enacted, where people are separated into three groups, right? Humans who are legally allowed to breed. Then you have these ones that they're called ascended or something like that, or something accented or something, but they're human, but they have the augmented. Yeah, they have the mutagenic gene in their system, so they could pass it on to somebody else. So they are not allowed to breed. And then there are mutants, which are the lowest of the low, and they're treated like dirt and scum and all this other stuff. The two issues give you these little snippets, tell you that nearly everybody's killed. There's nobody left. And they've got days until the country is destroyed by a nuclear holocaust. And the Sentinels have gone crazy with their programming and their directive. This is a great story. It is. This is a great story. It leaves a hell of a lot to the imagination on how your favorite characters were killed, and the characters that you hated. It is inspirational to this day, and it will continue to be. There's no more to say about it than that. It's 10 out of 10 all the way. Yeah. This is a must read. If you haven't read this, go get it. Sonny, that copy you have there, how much did you pay for that on eBay?
It was like 10 to 15, something like that.
Yeah, exactly. And then there's other printings that are before that are cheaper than that. Get it. You will not be disappointed. It'll be one of the greatest stories you ever read.
Very good. Very good.
Yeah.
So, yes, what you guys have said 100% right down the alley. This is an awesome story and a must read. It was really, if I remember right, it's really one of the first of its kind to talk about the future.
The dystopian Marvel story.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. But it also has that underlying tone of racial issues, like you said, with all the segregation of humans and augmenteds and mutants, and how they each are a different classes to this. Yeah. So it's pulling those undertones right into this. If we had continued down this path, this is where we could have been ending up at with all these camps and everything like that. And I think they really hit the nail on the head with that. And that first cover, when you see all the slain and apprehended, and
let me throw that back up.
Yeah. So when you first see that, the first thing that really catches your eye is Wolverine with gray hair. So and we have an older Kate Pride with her as well. But you see all the ones that are slain and apprehended. There's only 3 apprehended, and that is Colossus, Storm, and Sprite.
Yeah.
And, and of course Wolverine's picture there is still open as a target, but everybody else is slain.
Oh, and this cover's been homaged a million times.
Million times.
Oh, yeah.
So
Both covers are amazing too.
Yeah, both covers are amazing. So if you flip to the next one now, this is the one where you got in this issue, everybody dies.
And this leads to Pam's comment when she saw 141 on the spinner rack. Her 12-year-old brain said, "Shit's about to get real."
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Pam. 100%. 100%. So yeah, this is the first. I guess the fast future or fast forward to the future type situation to see this, and the fact that there's the other underlying tone of only the people in the present can change the future type situation. You know, so they had that underlying tone as well. This would probably go after to help to codify the plot line of saving a bad person in the past is not the worst future. So Terminator,
but this
came
was
out
a couple
in
years before.
1984. Not that much though. It was 1984.
Oh, I'm sure Cameron read this
before
he wrote Terminator.
Probably and I know Terminator. Not to go off too much, but I know that Terminator was based on a shorter story, that was made many years before about the future. So
right. So yeah, this is one of those stories that's a very epic story that had ripples across the universe. How many years now? How many years later?
Oh God!
It's, I don't even want to age myself.
44 years.
Yeah.
44 years later, this book is still as influential as the day it came out.
Right, and it's like you said, inspired sequels, movies, the whole 9 yards. So this is definitely an X-Men story that you don't want to miss, and it's only 2 issues. It is only 2 issues, so there's should be no reason why not to read this.
Yep.
And of course, I'm giving it the Sunny special, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. So 10 out of 10. Everyone here at the Code X podcast gives X-Men Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
So check out this classic X-Men story, X-Men Days of Future Past. Uncanny X-Men, issues 141 and 142. And that covers the whole story.
Yep. That's it.
There you go.
Now, I will say this. If you are wanting to buy these without it being a reprint, so first prints, you're going to pay money.
Well,
these books are expensive, but you can find deals and stuff. But the good thing is there's plenty of reprints. There's plenty of trades. There's all that stuff that are inexpensive and that you can enjoy the story.
Yeah, I'm an Epic Collection guy too, but see, I got this before it was part of an Epic Collection, and Epic Collection I think it's called like the Fate of the Phoenix, but it includes the Dark Phoenix Saga and Days of Future Past all one Epic Collection.
Yeah.
And Tim, I have to correct you on one thing.
What?
That title, The Uncanny X-Men, it did not start there.
Yes, it did.
I beg to differ, my friend.
What issue did Uncanny X-Men officially start?
I will tell you here in 1 second. I found it and lost it. Hold
on. 139?
It is 114.
114? 114? Are you sure?
I'm looking at CLZ. I'm looking at the pictures of the covers.
Okay, so even just in this book, they were kind of doing it on off. Like, so this one shows 138 just says X-Men, but 139 says Uncanny X-Men.
Right. So I was just about to say that. They flip-flopped a few times between there and there, but after, it did start in 114 when they were saying the Uncanny, and then
this I know is where it stayed.
Yes, you can say that. But actually, that's not correct either.
I don't
because 143 we have just X-Men. It's Merry Christmas X-Men.
Well, son of a mother. I will never spout information again.
That's right.
Without doing proper research. Ladies and gentlemen.
And please, can you verify the aliens information as well, please?
Negative, sir. I go through you and
so even X-Men number 150 that says X-Men on it.
Well, God bless America. We need to end this episode.
I'm trying to find the point where it does stay there. And even at what is that issue? 154. It's still flipping back and forth.
Well,
and then don't forget Age of Apocalypse really mixed everything up too.
That's right. It's the whole multiverse situation thing. Come on.
So I'll edit all of that out so that way it's not in there.
Let the crowd talk trash about you in the future.
Yeah,
Be
that's
like,
right.
oh, look at
That's
that.
right.
Oh, look at how wrong he
You
was.
remember that one time that Tim spouted about the X-Men title? Come on.
What a
Yeah.
dude.
But speaking of titles changing, next week we are set to review my pick of The Rise of the Midnight Suns, parts 1 through
nice.
6. So if you want to be part of it with it, part 1 is Ghost Rider issue number 28. Part 2 is Spirits of Vengeance issue number 1. Part 3 is Morbius number 1. Part 4 is Darkhold number 1. Part 5 is Night Stalkers number 1. And part 6 is Ghost Rider number 31.
I am excited about this.
Yeah. And Spirits of Vengeance issues 2 and 3 go with the story, but they're not a part like of 1 or 2, but they go with it.
Yeah, I'm excited about
next
this.
Week.
This was a big deal when I was a teenager, so
yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that is next week. So everybody, it's been a fun episode. You know, we've had some creeps in the random panel of the week. We had the character with the longest name of the F list join the F list today. That was Captain Venom, Marvel, Spider-Fist, Strange, Gwen, Punish, Wolverine, Thor, a Cyclops, Squirrel.
All right.
And then we went over reviewing Insanity, and we ended the show off with reviewing X-Men Days of Future Past.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, thank you, everybody. Take care. Hope you have a great day. Have a great week. Remember, tomorrow, Codex Station will be back with Comic Character of the Week, Venom.
Yeah, this guy.
Popcorn bucket. Popcorn bucket Venom.
There we go. All right, Sonny, thank you very much for that, man. Sal, before we get out of here, let people know where they can find you when you're not doing.
Oh, well, where you can find me is easy. Go on to YouTube, look for Sal's Comic Corner, and bam, there I am. And also, you can find me on Instagram as the Slab Guy 77.
There you go. Now, Sonny, we've got something. We want to give it to everybody. Do you know what that is, sir?
And that is the socials, and we want to give them to you all.
There you go. At the Codex Station, ladies and gentlemen, your favorite social media platforms, and where we're live streaming right now. Please make sure to hit the like, share, subscribe, and or follow so you don't miss content like this all the time, every time. Once again, at the Codex Station, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and see what chat has to say before we get out of here. Richard says, a great show.
Thank you, Richard.
Bougie says Rise of the Midnight Suns is a good one, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes,
100%. Yeah, chat. Thank you very much for sticking with us tonight. We do this for you guys. This is the whole reason why we get on here and do this, to entertain you, ladies and gentlemen, and you in turn entertain us with your company. We love it, and we know you guys do too. So if you want to look too cool for school, head over to thecodexstation.com for all your Codex needs. Get some merch, meet the team, and so much more. Once again, thecodexstation.com, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's get the hell out of here, guys. My name is Tim the Terrible. This beautiful man over here is Sal the Stab Guy. And down below is the PDF award winner himself, none other than Son of the Writer. This is the Codex Podcast right here on the Codex Station, and we will see you next time.
Beast is not an adventure.
Tim, come over here. When are you going to massage my neck?
Oh, buddy, I'm on my way right now.
You.
We love you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you later.
Pam. Thank you,
Online?
See ya.
Like it. Yeah, bye, guys. I was joking.